All right, good morning, everyone. We're here in, I don't think it's Akron, Fairlawn, Ohio at Riviera Lanes. Very special place, very historic place. We bowl the TOC every year. If you've been paying attention to the channel, you've seen some tournaments. We have the PTQ, and we're bowling 8 games. They just announced they're taking the top 10. And it's kind of important because if I don't make it into this tournament, I'm out of the top 75. I dropped 18 spots last week after the World Series. And top 75 get into the US Open. So if I don't make it through this, I'm pretty much out. But if we make it through this, we still got life. So it's an important 8 games. We feel good. We just need to make sure they're good. Good games. My mind's good. I'm not like I was at the World Series. But a lot of guys throwing urethane. They're actually pretty slick. 41 feet, and the ball's like speeding up as it gets down the lane. Some people are going into reactive already, but there's still plenty of people throwing urethane.
What are you doing?
I'm throwing an idle, an optimum idle, out to like 10 to 5-ish. I'm kind of playing where people are throwing urethane, but our pair, there isn't a whole lot of it. And when I move pairs, I'm going to be hitting urethane. So we just need to make sure we're on top of it. And I don't think people are going to throw it for long. So I think it's going to be reactive after a couple games. And we're good. Just got to finish top 10 here.
grabby. I mean, I got after it. I wanted to get after it, but that sucker, it was Brooklyn halfway down the lane. on the tight line.
Got that. Oh, you mean trip 4-6? Gave it the business.
We're going into the last game, 7 games today, to get into the Tournament of Champions. Brad just went down that last game. They haven't updated the standings yet, but he's probably going to be in the cut, probably in like 8th, and they're taking 10. He's probably going to be about 20, 25 sticks ahead of the cut, so a 2-teen here this game would probably be pretty fine. 230 should definitely be safe, but anything 2-0 or under is going to be play and weight game depending on what everybody else does. So hopefully you can lace up some shots here and get into the tournament. Alright, so right after he threw that last shot, they just updated. He's 82 over. There's 2 guys at 75 over that are the cut, and then a couple guys at 60 and 40, and I'm looking around, I see some guys on some 5-baggers and whatnot, so gonna need one of those games that starts with a 2 and hopefully has at least a 3 in front of it. Anything else, we're gonna be praying, but we need some strikes.
Alright guys, that's the season for me. We backed out the last 2 games, and obviously it's very frustrating. What are you gonna do, you know? I mean, tough times lead to what? Tough men. I'm just not tough enough. I know how to bowl. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm seeing. It's just not like working out. My goal is to broadcast this life and how hard it is, and how amazing the sport is at the highest level. And I'm not even there. I'm not even like in the tournaments. So it's just tough. Last year I just didn't try very hard. I was more thrilled about having like a YouTube channel and work every day and not a 9-month vacation as a professional bowler. You know, I was excited about that stuff, and it slacked on my bowling game. And just one bad year, bam, you know, I'm not exempt, and then I'm not getting myself back in there. So I don't know if I'm gonna stay. I could watch Kyle. I really don't want to be in the bowling center, but watching last week was hard enough. So I might go home, I don't know. But here it is, 9-month vacation. And we can practice. It's a pretty long practice session until well, we have tour trials, so I'll just have to be in the top 12 in tour trials. That's in August, and that's in Chicago. It's gonna be like 48 games or something like that, so we got a lot of work to do. We need to figure out how to handle the transition of the two-handers. We need to figure out how to throw urethane better, and then we need to figure out what my balls are doing, because I was like in the wrong ball all year. You know, I just was never really throwing the right ball. Most of the balls that I thought were close ended up being too quick, and then the slow ones that I'm throwing are just a little too slow for me, and I don't have anything to gap it. I'm not doing a good job of balancing the transition of the lanes. So when oil moves, I'm not moving well enough and quick enough. And I'm also not getting into the right balls either. I tried to throw the gold label the last 2 games, and it was just way too quick. So yeah, I got a lot of bowling ball stuff to figure out. I need to talk to Alex Hoskins about some stuff, about some layouts, about some just anything equipment. And hopefully I do better next year. It's tough to hold a national contract when you're not even in the tournaments. So it's just tough. It's like tough everywhere, all around. So keep watching. We're gonna have a bunch of vlogs coming out. It's the TOC. It's the Tournament of Champions. It's one of the coolest tournaments. So we appreciate you guys. Next video will be tomorrow. First squad and second squad of the qualifying. Yeah, that'll be it. So appreciate you guys. Love you. We'll see you.